you want your very own Big Bad Shao Kahn, make sure to check him out using the link in the description or my bio to take you to Big Bad Toy Store. Even if you want to go just to browse some Storm Collectibles, you'll be helping out the channel and importantly supporting your boy. Jumping right into things, just look at how beautiful this guy looks. I have the deluxe version, so he comes with this throne in the background, but just looking at him, just glaze upon the amazing detail that he has. Let's bring him in a little closer. And the size, he is huge. We can get into that with the scaling later on, but this guy is massive just out of the box in hand. Look at all the strap details, the leather patterns, the battle damage. Mine has a little scuff right here. I don't know if that's with all of them, but you know, it works because he's, you know, battle damage Shao Kahn, Emperor of the Outworld. This guy is amazing. That's a little soft plastic. Soft plastic. We can get into the sculpt bits during articulation, but this guy's awesome. I always like to just look at the finer details of this figure. But look at the paint details on these spikes. They're not like too sharp, but they're pretty sharp though, so be careful. This guy's awesome. Look at the little ripples on his leather, shin guards, his belt. This thing is amazing. And what's cool about this one, I thought the heads were gonna each come with their own helmet sculpted on, but you can actually take them off, and we can get into that with the accessories. But he has 2 other heads. But yeah, let me take a look at this. It's awesome. It's just all hollow in there. But yeah, this thing is amazing. Put that right back on. But yeah, overall, this is one of the best Mortal Kombat figures I've seen coming out the lines, and I have some pretty good ones. I got Storm Collectibles, the event exclusive 2022 or 2020 Raiden and Scorpion, and those guys are amazing. I also have Reptile. He's not too bad, but this guy, he's probably the best. Definitely contender for figure of the year for sure when that comes back around during December. But let's jump right into the articulation. Alright, and for articulation, I'm going to go ahead and take off his helmet because that it tends to fall off. But we can start going from the top, make our way down to the bottom. His head is actually embedded within the soft plastic up here. All this is soft plastic, so get that neck tilt. Down that much, look up that much. Actually using the head, it's on a ball peg. Then we come down to the shoulders. T-pose it up, not too bad. Doesn't really hinder too much because that's also kind of just a floating piece. Can go this close to get, oop, and that just pops out. Be careful of that. That just pops out like that. There we go. Yeah, goes in about that much. Bicep swivel. This is also a floating piece right here, so it's pretty easy to move. You have to push in a little for that bicep, but it's not too bad. Big old muscles get in the way. Wrist, it's a little hindered in there, but it's not too bad going out, going a little inward. It's not too bad. Now this is what's actually really cool about this sculpt. So you can kind of peel that back and see where it cuts in right there. But right out the box, it was really pushed up against it. So it kind of just looks like one single piece. Same with that back, you just push it up a little. And that's what makes it look really seamless and very nice. But he does have pretty good abs. That's pushed in all the way. And all the way back. And this hip section right here also gives a lot of movement going back, side to side. So that combined with it gives it a pretty nice little ab crunch. I'm gonna put his arms down. Stick this head back on him. Yeah, there we go. Going down to the legs, this is just soft plastic. Now this part is actually, I believe it's connected to the leg right there. It's like glued on or something like that. But that actually doesn't really hinder it too much as it's able to just slide right in there, giving us almost 90 degrees, maybe 90. That's pretty close. All the way up. And even go all the way back for a nice little back kick. Knees double jointed. Bend up about that much. Go down to the feet, which I think are the most important part of an action figure. Having to pose it, making it stand, balancing it. So let's get into this. Bend down that much. Pretty nice compared to the neutral foot. Can go up quite a bit. Not too bad. Toes move pretty nicely. They're a little stiff, but you know, just gotta play around with it a little bit. But now the most important part, ankle rotation. Now it's able to twist inwards. It's a little awkward. It doesn't exactly go all the way up. It kind of rotates up. It doesn't go actual side to side, which is pretty nice though. It's not too bad, but if you could play around with that. But it can also go pretty crazy, you know. Obviously you'd never do that, but it's pretty nice that they're giving us this much ankle rotation to play with. I like that a lot. It's really nice. Nicely done. Yeah, articulation wise, it's pretty solid for a pretty big beefy dude. I like how they did the pants, just gluing that on there instead of making another floating piece. He's able to move pretty nicely. Ab crunches is beautifully hidden with this straps and all of his leather gear. My only gripes is the neck, because with the arms being up so much, the plastic actually pushes off of the ball peg, making the head pop off, as you could have seen. But it's not too bad though. Alright, and then with that, we can get into the accessories. Now for the accessories, we have one neutral head, we have a grinning teeth head, and a yelling head, which looks really nice. All can be interchanged with the helmet, of course. He just comes with the one helmet. And for hands, he comes with gripping hands to grip his spears, hammer, and, you know, basically any other weapon. Pointing finger hands, sort of relaxed hands, more gripping combat hands, and displayed out hands. He also comes with one solid metal spear and another green spear. I believe that is like the energized spear, or it pops up right before it summons. I'll have a picture pulled up. It's either some sort of energy or when he summons it. That's pretty cool. It does come with 2 extra chains, like I said before, for the thumb, just in case you break them. But you could use that for anything else. And of course, he does come with his Mortal Kombat symboled hammer. I don't know what it's really called. It's a one-handed hammer. Really solid on the details right there. Very nice. And of course, you can't forget the extra throne he gets when you buy the deluxe version. I'll go over that right now. Now, taking a look at this throne, it's amazing. For an extra $50, it's definitely well worth it. It's pretty hefty piece of plastic. This actual throne part is able to come off if you didn't want this display base just by itself, but it kind of rocks a little. But this is nice. This is nicely sculpted. You can see the paint on there, just a little plastic on the bottom. On either side, it has a pair of skulls and then a trio of skulls hanging by some chains. And if you accidentally do break it, fiddling with it, it does come with some extra chains. I believe that's probably what that's for. These are all bloody as well. Me personally, I'm going to add some skeletons, some Storm Collectible skeletons that I have accidentally broken to really enhance it a little bit. But these are really nice. Here's the back of the base. It's still, you know, designed out. Nothing crazy, but I'm glad they didn't leave this blank. They actually put in the effort to carve out the same amount of details on the back as it is the front. I like that a lot. Now, I will say that the horns were a little hard to get in. You have to use some kind of force to really push it in, but they stay in pretty well after that. I don't plan on ever taking them off. I know I've seen some people put them upside down with the horns going up. You know, you can put it like that if you want to, but, you know, I like how it comes, how it's supposed to look. We got some blood on there. Maybe he threw somebody up there. The eyes are really hollowed out. I like that. I got some black paint in there. Same with the nose, the teeth. The design is amazing. That's what I'm saying. For an extra $50, it comes with this extra throne, which I think is really amazing for displays. I probably won't have Shao Kahn sit in it all the time, but he'll definitely be standing on this base part. Let me pick this up. On this base part right here, he can stand on it. I can put his weapons up, sort of. This is really nice though. But let me go ahead and plug him right in. Now, actually putting him in here was a little bit of a challenge. What I did was push this ab a little back, and you really gotta push the legs articulation to its limits to really bring it up right there. But you know, I got the feet planted on the ground. I went ahead and swapped out these hands. These are the more of the relaxed hands. Went ahead and put that right on there, like he's kind of just gripping, just holding on. But he looks pretty good. This throne is really nice. I'll definitely, you know, do some videos like I do. You know, check out my TikTok. That should be in the bio. But, you know, most of y'all guys come here for me. But I'm going to go crazy. I'm going to do some crazy videos. You know, I got multiple fighting videos I can do with this guy. Some big ones, some small ones. Maybe I'll do like he hosts a Mortal Kombat tournament. You know, I can go crazy with this. And this throne by itself can be used with anybody. I posted on my TikTok of Sukuna on here. That looks pretty cool. I can do that in the scale comparison as well. But you know, you can get Mezco Doom. I plan on getting soon. I'm gonna go ahead and throw him up in here. You could put, you know, any sort of villain, Goku Black. Maybe I'll throw him up in there too. Put him in the scales video. But this is really nice. Take a look from the side. He does sit all the way back. You can see right there, he's really against that nose right there. I guess Shao Kahn went for looks rather than comfort, but that is okay. The details on this is very nice. You can even put his hammer up right there. Now, doesn't that look cool? Back up a little. Put that right there. Yeah, he looks really good. I like that a lot. Maybe put a spear or something. I don't know. You know what I mean. But yeah, this is the deluxe version Shao Kahn. Costs extra $50 for this beautifully sculpted throne. I'll definitely get some shots in there. Yeah, I highly recommend. It's a 10 out of 10 figure. Hands are on point. Accessories are on point. I do wish he came... Okay, maybe a 9 out of 10. I do wish he came with some blood effects. Like with the Raiden, he came with a Bastion head. I thought that was really cool. I'm not too familiar with Shao Kahn. I didn't play much of the Mortal Kombat 9 game. But I'm pretty sure Shao Kahn does some crazy stuff. Definitely wish he came with like some effects for 20 more extra bucks. You know, some body parts. Whatever he does. Some like blood effects to go on the hammer, on the spear. That would have been really nice. But that is okay. I have blood effects on my own that I can use. So definitely a 9 out of 10. I would give it a 9.5 out of 10. Pretty close. Now, time for the size comparisons. So I got Storm Collectibles Scorpion. And if you couldn't tell, Shao Kahn is absolutely towering over all these figures. But let me bust out some other Storm Collectibles. We got the Storm Collectibles Raiden. That's pretty... Yeah, line them up right there. Absolute beast. Then we have Storm Collectibles Liu Kang. I'm not getting his feet spread a little, but he's still pretty big. Move those off to the side. Some other companies. I got Buzzmod Tendro. Doesn't even come up to his waist. It's awesome. But I like this size of Shao Kahn because he's... I don't know what he is, like what his race is, but, you know, he's an absolute beast. We got Mafex Doctor Strange. Look how huge he is. If you want to do some timey-wimey stuff, some multiverse things, you know, we got Doctor Strange. We got the 5K Toys Goku Black. Two very evil people. Speaking of absolutely diabolical, we got the SH Figure Arts Sakuna. Then we have SH Figure Arts TN, just for fun. As you can see, Shao Kahn absolutely towers over these guys. And for this video's bonus section, we're going to be putting these 4 different characters into the throne. We'll start with Sakuna, if you want to do his Malevolent Shrine domain expansion. Now this guy's absolutely tiny compared to Shao Kahn. But let's see how he looks. Place him right up in there. Not too bad. He doesn't really cover much, but it still looks pretty cool. Maybe you can just have him standing up right there. Have this as a nice little backdrop, since he does stand up most of the times. But this throne is absolutely huge, so I think it works pretty nicely. Then we can go ahead and get the 5K Toys, you know, Kong Studios, Beast Deities, Goku Black up in there, since he's pretty evil himself. Also not a bad little seat for him, if you want him to conquer over different worlds and whatnot. Then we go ahead and put this evil Raiden. It's the 2020, I believe, San Diego Comic-Con exclusive Raiden. That's why he's red. But, you know, whenever he's red, he's usually evil or revenant, something like that. So maybe we can make him look a little evil. Something like that. So obviously he'll fit a lot more better than these guys would. But I think that still looks really good. If you want him to finish off by sitting in there, he sits pretty nicely. And then of course we have Scorpion, which you can use this as like a hell throne after a fatality or something like that. Or if someone wants to visit him in the nether realm, he can be sitting on this throne. You put some fire effects around it, make it look a little different, but that actually looks pretty nicely. I like how Scorpion looks. But of course the throne is super huge for Shao Kahn. Obviously he's going to look the best in it, but this is today's bonus little segment. Closing out this review, I highly recommend you go ahead and grab this figure. Thank you for watching. Definitely check out my TikTok if you're new here on YouTube. And if you are here from my TikTok, thank you very much for watching my YouTube video. I appreciate that very much. Don't forget to use the link in my bio as I do collaborations with Big Bad Toy Store. So definitely go ahead and use that link to support your boy out any way you can. If you want to just check out some figures that any clicks really helps. Thank you very much and have a great day.